Hey there guys, Motivation's back for another video. Today, we're messing around with the old iron horse. Because this thing isn't going to be great in lawns and something's gone wrong with the governor, I can't figure out why. So, it's going to be reincarnated as a new machine. So, that's what I'm planning on doing. Is instead of having it running like this as a vertical shaft, I want to turn it on its side and run it so that's a horizontal shaft for a motorised bike. Now I've got a reel mower clutch underneath my bench and my box of goodies over here. In there somewhere. And yeah, so just to start off, I've unbolted this blower housing, so it should just pop right off. But difficult one-handed, unfortunately. So there's that off. So now we're going to take pretty much everything off this that makes it makes it a lawnmower. So that's going to be probably this flywheel. A couple of other things. Now the annoying thing is that I'm going to have to weight this motor somehow because it's a lawnmower engine that don't have a heavy flywheel, and I don't think that an old Briggs one will fit on there. So I'll have to mess around and I'll see what I can do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the flywheel off and I'm going to remove all of the governor, everything that is involved in governing the motorbike. So yeah, I'll get to that and I'll get back to you once I've done that. Alrighty guys, so I've done that. Taken most of it off, just except for this linkage here. There we go. So now we're going to take the carburetor off, and there's 4 bolts. One here, and then there's one back there, and then one on the other side. Pop that little cover off. So I did a bit of research on these motors last night. These motors are actually made by a company that makes outboard motors. It's like I think it's like Johnson or something. Yeah, these motors, they're also on Lawn Boys from America. They never bought them here. These are in New Zealand. These motors are known as D400s because they were put on old Massport decks. I got one out there somewhere. You can't really see it, but so yeah, these bolts there are 7/16. So I'm just going to crack them all. First I'll put down the camera because I can't do it one-handed, and yeah, we'll get back to you. There we go. We're back here again. Just got that off. We're in the crankcase now. So this machine utilises a reed valve, which is what these are. These are really thin bits of metal, and they just kind of flap around. Most 2-strokes these days have the I've got a jug here. They use the piston to replace a reed valve instead of having more parts, and then turn more weight onto the motor. I mean, these motors they're not the lightest of all things, and considering it's, you know, only aluminium. So so what we're going to do now is we're just going to liberate this carburetor off here, and yeah, so that's pretty simple to accomplish. Just a couple of screws in here. Using my camera hand. These are standard screws, I suppose. I don't really care. They're machine screws by the look of things. Alrighty, so I'm not sure how I'm actually going to carburate this thing. I'm thinking about finding a motorbike carburetor and putting that on it, because that might be just a tad easier than having one of these motors. I mean, this motor is 110cc, and I have a Chinese 110cc motor back there. Yeah. So I've got Clara in here. She's ripping up a bit of cardboard. Hey Clara. Clara, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, so Clara, Lara. So yeah, so I need to try to make this motor run horizontally, like so. So I'm going to have to think of some sort of way to make some kind of adapter plate. I'm going to probably going to keep this plate, because you know, that goes in there and all that stuff. So if I could make some sort of a plate that bolts on there. I mean, I've done it before, made an adapter plate of some sorts on the power pony outside, out there under the blue tarp. Well, that's just a motor, but yeah, that had a Robin carburetor on it, and it's for it to fit the air filter. The Robin's part of the air filter side had sort of set up like this with 2 screws, and the air filter that I had has 4 screws. So I just welded a couple bits of metal together and drilled out the centre and made a sort of flange sort of thing. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. I mean, I've got 2 brand new tubes of JB weld that I can use, because I can't really weld aluminium nor cast it. So I'm sort of running out of options, sort of, really. I mean, I don't know. I'm still deciding whether I'm going to use this junky carburetor or not. But yeah, I'm going to have to rig up some sort of better starter, because, you know, these motors use a sort of like a side starter sort of thing, and I kind of want to have one of these on there, a cup starter. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got a 2-stroke Briggs starter recoil thing lying around somewhere that I could probably try to rig up on there or whatever. But yeah, so gonna go ahead and probably look at doing something there. I'm just gonna pull the carburetor apart, because I've never taken one of these apart once, and I was, you know, probably about 11 then. So didn't really know much about motors back then. So we're going to put the whole block assembly aside for the moment being, and yeah. So yeah, this will probably be part 1 of motorised bicycle, which is what this is going on. Yeah, so have a good day, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, dislike if you really want to. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys.